Sarah Todd, Philadelphia Inquirer. Can you talk about your guys' defensive performance, especially in that first quarter to jump out to that 14-0 lead?
Yeah, I think that, as I said in the pregame, I felt comfortable that we have found a defensive game plan. And, you know, when you lose game one, that can be challenged, that notion, is it right or is it wrong? We felt like we were on the right path, even not playing well and losing. We felt it was the correct defensive game plan to see through. To beat this team 4 times in a row is really hard. And I think that, to your point, Sarah, we started the game well. I really was as happy with the first 2 minutes of the third as I was the start of the game. I thought we came out and tried to continue sort of what we tried to achieve defensively.
Brett, Sean Kennedy, Liberty Ballers. The organization hasn't made it clear that you guys have lofty goals this year. How do you balance that against the accomplishment of reaching the second round of the playoffs?
Say that one more time, please.
You guys have stated that you have lofty goals this year. How do you balance that against the accomplishment of reaching the second round for the second straight year?
I'm not sure how to answer that. No one that can answer stuff quickly. It's like, I can answer it like how I see the world. This is how I see it. We have a team that is slowly coming together. Like, they don't have the luxury of lots of games and lots of context to share upon. And so, you have Joe, you don't. You have Jimmy Butler, you don't. These guys have been great on trying to form a team. And so when you say lofty goals versus reaching the second round, we have more to do. And so this is good. Beating Brooklyn, advancing to the second round, this is good. And it can't be discredited like, oh, you should. On paper, we should. But you're still playing against a team that was a team. They had a hell of a year. I give Kenny Atkinson and Sean Marks credit. And so I will answer it like that and conclude with, we still have more to do. A lot more to do.
Brett, Martin Frank, Delaware News Journal. I was wondering, like, your thoughts on how kind of like the Nets made you guys, come together as a team, especially after game one, in the playoff series and everything, after not having all that much time together with the guys.
Yeah. I mean, I think that immediately it forced us into recognizing that we are vulnerable if we don't play defense like we got to play defense. And I think if I were to go to one specific thing, the first game was a reminder that we better guard the way that we said we wanted to defend them, or it's going to be a long series and one that we could lose. And so when you say it brought us together, I think that is true, but what it really brought us together on specifically is our defense. I thought we came together defensively.
2 more guys.
Coach, Guy Carlin, Sixers Wire, right in front of it, to your right. Coach, after losing game one, you were able to bounce back and just win 4 straight. What does that say about your team?
I mean, I think it's a little bit like the answer that I just gave. It says really good things. We responded how I hoped that we would and we should. And I felt, like I've said to the group many times, it's land the plane and buy time. Just let's get to the playoffs and buy some time, retain our health, get Joel moving in the direction that he's really trending, I think, in a positive way, and put in tons of time trying to be with us, like physically going overboard, trying to be with us. And I think that buying time is still the answer that I give to keep what we want to do moving forward. And I believe that it is in us.
Right. On a follow-up on, you said we still have more to do. I mean, when you're going into Toronto, you know what your history has been like in the regular season, but this is a different team. And what are you kind of looking forward to, in that series with this new group?
I mean, we all understand what the math says with our success in Toronto, and it's not flattering. But it's also not directed to the team that we have. And so you can, credit it or you can discredit it. I'm discrediting it. I think that we have a new group, we have a new opportunity. I get tremendous respect for the Toronto team. The coaching staff has done great, but we're excited to go up there and try to fix some of what the math says, our lack of success that we have had. And it's going to be an incredibly tough series. I think that, Toronto is as good as there is in the NBA, and we will be tested immediately when we get up into Toronto.
Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.